Aqua Gang, hello my loves, and welcome back to the channel. Supreme gratitude for clicking on the video. Your support really means a lot to me. We are going to do your 8 p.m. reading for today, Monday. I am doing it current because we had a community event yesterday. It takes a little preparation to do them community events. So we're gonna get it done day of. It's okay. You can have Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node. Cross watchers, you're welcome here as well. All right. Please make sure you like the video, hit that hype the video up, drop a comment. I be having videos and y'all be having 500 plus views and no comments. It's okay if I'm being harsh or something like that. It's okay. It's okay to recognize it and say, all right. Or if it's something that's hitting and you like, oh, I don't want nobody to know I resonate with that. Everybody go through stuff, Aquarius. We ain't the only ones. We just more silent about what we go through because we feel like people don't understand what we going through. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through stuff. Make sure you drop a comment. I'm here to talk back. Let's see what's up for your energy. Past, present, future. All right, High Priestess. Aquarius, High Priestess has been coming up a lot in your readings, so I don't know if you've been talking to a High Priestess. I don't, know if you are a High Priestess here. Like myself, the High Priestess is, your overall energy here. This could be you watching the readings, okay? Somebody could have told you that something wasn't working in a relationship, to not focus on love, but to focus on your money right now, to focus on being independent, okay? You could be in a situation where you've been trying to make something work, trying to get in a relationship. It ain't been panning out for you, and it's probably because there's some type of healing that you need to do. Not to say that you did anything wrong, Aquarius, but healing from what others have done, all right? Knowing that you are a different breed altogether, and you don't really show or wear your feelings on your sleeve. So when somebody hurts you, we internalize it. We be like, all right, all right. And most of the time when somebody playing games with us or hurting us, they don't even have to. It's like you're open book, but people are just who they are. They show you who they are, like, to begin with, so understand that it's not you, but you do need to, like, heal that energy. So I see something like emotionally you felt as though you were down and out, you weren't happy. I feel like you were in a low place emotionally, okay? This could be like with everything going on, all right? Or you just feeling like, okay, you're tired of playing the love games. It could be that you wanted a particular person or a particular situation to work out, but it isn't, like, working out. And you could feel like every situation that you've been encountering is not working out for you, and you really want a situation because you may feel like you have or are doing the work for yourself, but situations aren't working out. When that generally happens, it's because your spirit guides don't want you in a relationship right now, because you do have to heal. So there could be something deeper than what you see. It's not surface level, but they want you to just focus on you, right? So if you become a better version of you, then you're going to attract something completely different altogether, right? So I do see you moving on from something, okay? Aquarius, you could be moving on from something. You could be contemplating on moving, but like moving from where you are. You could be like changing states or changing cities or something like that. But I do see it's like you're shutting down. This could be you and your child, or you and children, or something like this. But you're shutting down and you're moving away from something. And it's not a, okay, let me do this to get your attention type move away that you're doing from the situation. It's a, okay, I'm done, right? I'm done playing this game. I'm done doing this. I'm done doing that. But your emotions are so tied up into that situation that it's almost like you already knew it, but you didn't want to do it. And now that you're doing it, your emotions are so tied up in this situation that you're not really focused on your finances. You're not focusing on growing, on building. It's a business you're supposed to start. You ain't started that business. Those that have started a business, you haven't been focused on that particular business as far as to allow it to grow, because you are mentally consumed, emotionally consumed, right? And so Aquarius, you have, in order to focus on what you're doing as far as the money, you gotta be strict minded, right? And so that's crazy. I was just having this conversation and I was saying, you know, years ago, I wouldn't allow myself to get in like a solid committed relationship because I was so busy focusing on my business, right? And so because I was focusing on my business, you know, I had a situation, right? Which ended up being my husband. I had a situation, but I wasn't really focused on titles and all of that because my business was so important. It was building the brand. It was rebranding, building the brand, and doing what you got to do. And in that, you want somebody that you can chill with, but whatever your main focus is, that's where your energy is going to flow. So I had restricted myself from even caring about a title. Just, you know, let's link up when I need to link up. Let's chill when, you know, I want to chill. But my focus was on my finances. And so it kind of seems like that's something that you need to do right now, because you are so emotionally exhausted with wanting something. You really need to take that same energy that you were putting in loving someone else and love yourself. And you may have people around you, right? Children, little people, around you that is looking at you as an example, right? They're looking at you to see what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, you know? So you're a motivation to people around you. So keep that in mind. But you're not focused like right now on the money. You're not focused on building the brand, and you're not far away. It's like you're very bright. Okay. You're a creator, right? You're a creator of something. So it's more so like things come to you very easily, but you're easily sidetracked, right? Because we don't just go out there loving on anybody, but we also, you know, when we know it's time to walk away from something, it take us a little longer to walk away from something because it already took us a while to walk into it, right? It's something that we've been a part of. So it's more so like you're not disciplined right now, okay? You lack discipline towards the money based upon emotional stress, all right? The cycle still isn't over, though. The cycle isn't over. I feel like it could be, you know, pain. You could be walking away saying it's over, but it's saying that it's not over, okay? And it can be in the deep future, but the cycle isn't over because you wanted to be a power couple. Like, you wanted to achieve financial greatness with this person. So it's almost like, you know, Aquarius, you have this thing of wanting to control the whole narrative. So in your head, you say, oh, okay, this is gonna be my person. We're gonna get it together. Da da da. They don't, you know, if they can't do it, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna make it happen. And I'm gonna da 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 da. Right? You had told yourself these things, and being that it's not working out in your favor, it's almost like, man, forget that. You know, I'm not getting what I want, and you gotta focus on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Because your money not looking right. I mean, 10 of Pentacles at the end, but you want the 10 of Pentacles with said person, okay? So you got to snap out of this energy. Either you're going to get the 10 of Pentacles for yourself, or you're going to walk away from the 10 of Pentacles. Or lastly, you're going to keep trying to make it work with this person, but hoping that you can reach the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Let's clarify, let's clarify the World in reverse for the collective of Aquarius. Why did I do that? So the World in reverse, first card out is Page of Wands, okay? You trying to be optimistic about the situation with the King of Cups that you know you love. This could be somebody you had a committed relationship with. This could be somebody that you were married to. You know, you're trying to be very optimistic about this person. It could be a Pisces, it could be Aquarius as well. This could be just you being optimistic about, you know, what's happening in this particular situation here, knowing what you want and how you want to make it happen. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles for the collective of Aquarius. Like you ain't gave up on, maybe at one point you were like, okay, I'm done with love, but you really haven't given up on love. Like you're a lover. Ooh. Yep, Ten of Pentacles. So you do have the Wheel of Fortune here. So something is coming to an end. And it's working in your favor. You know, the World was in reverse. So yeah, you haven't completely given up on love. You still like, I know what I want. I'm going to try to make it work. Okay, I do see you trying to come up with new ideas or trying to figure out how to make something work, trying to come in, okay, and you're finally getting a breakthrough. You're finally getting clarity. But I feel like this is you doing this by yourself. You know, with the Page of Pentacles, all right, that also, you know, represents rebellion, which that is your energy. But it's more so like, it's like things are gonna like start picking up for you. But if you lose your motivation, so okay, you know how like you holding on to this situation. Let me clarify this Six of Pentacles, and then I'll do a summary for you. Let me do the Six of Swords. Sorry, Six of Swords for the collective of Aquarius. So you got these Six of Wands in reverse, right? Moving on because you're not getting to where you want to be. And then you got the Ten of Wands in reverse, right? Breaking down, you know, like something was just not working out in your favor, so you're breaking down. So you know how you have this relationship, or you got this situationship that you have been just trying to make it work, trying to figure it out, or trying to move with love, but you're not getting the emotional fulfillment that you wanted. And it's still yet heavy, so you could be expressing yourself in reference to the emotional fulfillment that is needed on your behalf, but you're not getting it. You're not getting through to this individual to get the outcome that you want, and you feel like, okay, it's too much. You could also feel like it's one-sided with this person, but that then is affecting your finances now, because you're not really focused on that, because you feel like there's this need or this place within you, right? I think we had this conversation last week, okay? Healing that childhood trauma within, okay? And so you're not focused on your finances. You're not moving forward. But you're not really giving up on love. Again, heavy on the fire energy, because that's what came out, okay? One, somebody could have Pisces highly aspected in their chart. Also Aquarius highly aspected in their chart. Definitely, you know, could be you. But it's like you're not giving up on love. You know what you want, but you know what you need to do. So it's like you're saying, okay, let me focus here. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. You're moving away from something that's not giving you the result that you need. It's not fulfilling you emotionally. So now the Wheel of Fortune is here moving in your favor. Good karma, good energy. You know, it's finally unfolding for you, right? Now you hear, you see, you're speaking the truth. You have clarity. You're doing everything that you need to do. But when everything gets in alignment with you, it's like you going back to your old ways. Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're going back to your old ways because it's more so like, okay, it's like if money was an issue with this person, or this person was saying, oh, I'm trying to get my life together, I'm trying to get right, you know, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and or whatever the case may be, you go get on, everything pans out for you, then you go back to that same energy. Guess what? Money slowed down all over again. You're not even thinking about this. You just head over heels. You just out here moving. And you like, well, why is this happening like this? Justice. You ain't supposed to be back with this person. You're supposed to have patience. And if you truly are working on yourself, and you truly are trying to align with who's supposed to be sent to you, you're gonna have patience with it. You're gonna have patience. You're gonna have self-control. Because if not, you're gonna end up losing some things, right? And the thing is, again, you can't be like, well, why am I losing something? Or what I be hearing? Y'all be like, my God went and, yes, you get put, no matter, you get put in situations as well. The universe turns in your favor as well. You have to pay attention. Like, you can't, it's like the saying they say, this person can't go with you where you're supposed to go, right? And then you cut this person off and say, all right, let me get to where I'm supposed to be. And then when you get to where you're supposed to be, you be like, all right, let me go get this person now. They can't go with you where you're supposed to go. So since you are showing the universe you're not ready to be where you at, then you're going to go back and you're going to go right back to the same level that person was on. No, you can't bring somebody with you where they're not supposed to go spiritually, where they don't have access to. Spiritually, it ain't for them. It ain't going to never work out. And keep in mind, your blessings are for you. I know that you want love, and I know you want to be cared for, and I know, you know, I feel the energy in the reading. But do you just want to be loved and cared for, or do you want to be loved and cared for by the right person? That's the question. Because it's a difference. Because what you're going to go through and learn and grow when you get back on track financially, you're going to attract a whole different type of person. And you may not want to hear that, not because you want what you want. You're going to attract a whole different type of person. Didn't I just say growth? Instinct? I just told you growth, right? Okay. Heavy on the Pisces energy in your reading as well. You could have Pisces highly aspected. Daughter spirit at the bottom of the deck. The number 32, 23, and number 5. Yeoshun, daughter spirit. Yeoshun is the deity of love, fertility, balance, growth, and instinct. You have to trust your intuition. And I get it, especially if you've never been there, and you've never seen, like, when you're going to new heights, you ain't seen yourself. You haven't experienced what these new heights are. So you can only rely on what you knew from the past. Now keep in mind, you can change the outcome of this reading. If y'all ain't already been through this, you can change the outcome of this reading, Aquarius. All you got to do is switch it up and say, you know what? Let me just stay focused. Let me just keep moving. Let me just stay motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep that motivation, and you got to grow from this. And as you grow, you have to embrace new territory as you're growing, okay? I know y'all got this. I know you got it. Put in the chat, I got it. I know you got it. I know you can do it, right? You know, and I'm here for you, right? So if you do need assistance on your spiritual journey, I am Iyanifa Ifa Shaitan. I'll be more than happy to assist you. I am a priestess in Ifa, Isheshe tradition. So you can join the sisterhood, and I can assist you with growing and processing things in a different manner. You know, we do some praying, we do some everything, right? please feel free to reach out to me. You do not have to be in my local area. I work with people everywhere. My phone number is in the description box below. My email is in the description box below. My website is in the description box below. If you send me a message, either way, make sure, you know, you respond, okay? Thank you for your time, your energy, and your patience. Love you, Ashay.